Welcome to EasyTechProgrammer's YouTube channels. This is the second part of C programming series. In this part, we're gonna cover keywords, identifiers, data type, variable, constants. It's very easy and it's a mandatory. You have to learn it, and it's the basic terms to codings. Okay, so start. First of all, what is keyword? Keyword is nothing but it's a reserved word in C. Keyword cannot be used as identifiers. What this mean? Keyword is a reserved word. That means in every programming language some words are already reserved there. When they create this C programming language or Java programming language or C++, they already reserve some keywords, some words. These words are called keyword. We cannot use it as identifiers. We can't use this keyword. This is a keyword list. Okay, this is the list of keywords. In these keywords are already in the C programming language. We cannot use as it identifiers. That means we cannot give the name of this keyword in identifiers. And keyword we must be written in lowercase letters. You can see here all the keyword is in lowercase letter. Okay, and this is the terms which I can't understand you in these times. You can understand it next times, it in next topics, and I will clear it in this video. Okay, keyword cannot be used as identifiers. Okay, let's look at the identifiers. Identifiers are basically the name given to program elements such as variable, array, and functions. What is the variable? Variable is a when we code some programs, we have to use variables, and in these variables we cannot use any keyword. That means this keyword we cannot give the name of variables. Okay, because this is a reserved keyword, we can't use it. And array and functions also we cannot. When we create an array and we create a functions, I have to give a name of this function of the array. I can't use the name as a keyword. Okay, so and the next identifiers may consist of sequence of letters, numerals, or underscores. Identifiers should be letters or numerals or underscores. It cannot be any special characters. That this is the special characters. Only these underscores will be accepted, and other special characters will not be accepted in this C programming language as identifiers. Okay, some of the example, this is the example: name, roll numbers. This is the identifiers. Okay, don't worry, I will clear it in coding times. When I code all the things I am covering in this theory, I will be give you a practicals of this. Okay, next, data types. This is the most important part in C programming. Variables should be declared before it can be used. Similarly, a function also needed to be declared before use. Okay, what this means, data types is a type that should be used in variables. When I declare a variables, we have to provide the type of the variables. If this variables is int, suppose these variables hold some integer data types, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, not real, only integers, then we have to provide the type as int. When we provide some character a b c, we have to give the data type as a characters. When we provide a floating point, that is the 2.3 4.5, so we have to type cast with float data types. Okay, this is the list of data types, and this is the data type. This is the size. Every data type has a size individually. That is, int has 2, characters has 1, and float has 4, etc. And all the data types has some range. We have to provide data in this range. Okay, and this is the control strings. We will see this in this video, what is this control strings and what we have to use it, how we have to use it. Okay, and similarly when we create a functions, we have to give a data types it's will clear in functions video. When we use the functions, this will be clear. Okay, next, data types variables. Variables is like a containers. It is a name of the allocated memory, and when we create a variables, we just create a containers. In this containers we can put any put any variables value, that is for integer 2 3 4 in 1 2 3 etc. For characters a b c, for floating point 2.3, we can put this value in this containers. Example, as for examples, when we declare variables, we have to declare in this way: int a and int a equal to 2, and also you can declare this variable in this way also. This int a equal to 2, that means this variables is type of integers. We have to this is the integer, so we can here only put integer data types and with integer variables, and this a is the variable names, and this 2 is the data, and these two data we put in these variables, and this variable name is nothing but a, and this variables data types is int, and int a is nothing but this is a also a data types, also a containers, but we don't put any data here in this containers. Later we can put this value. Okay, we will see in the next video. Sorry, not next video. In this video I will practical it. This is very easy. Okay, next is constant. Constants are identifiers. We'll look at these identifiers. These identifiers, we tell you that this is the name, just a name. This is this special character we should not use, underscores will be used. This identifiers is the this constant is the identifiers when we can change this whose value does not change. This 2 we cannot change it 2 to 3. This a we cannot change it a to b. 65 we cannot change it to 65 to 66 67. That's it. So we cannot change the constant value. Okay, next let's code all the things we'll learn and make it easy. Okay, open my terminals, sorry, not terminals, code block compilers. We use code blocks because I am a Linux user, so in this Linux user don't support Turbo C++. So if your computer is Windows, so you can use Turbo C++. It's good to use because it's catch all the problems, all the error. Okay, choose C and then next, and give a name second. Okay, second, and choose the extension .c and finish it. So in the source there will be a main.c files. This is the C programming files, and if you see it's it's auto generated some code there, and in in previous tutorials I don't use this auto generated header files or in return type main functions because these code blocks is already included these header files and int data types in this library, so we should not use some of the library are already included here. Okay, so I don't use in previous. If you use Turbo C, you have to use it if you get any errors. Okay, so I remove this. Okay, now this return, so we should not use. Let's look at examples. I declare variables of int data type. Okay, int, and this is the int is the nothing but it's a data types. I can use characters, I can use float, anything. All the data types should be this. All the data types should be here. Here. Okay, all these data types I can use here. Okay, next we have to provide a name of the variables. this I provide here a, and I give a semicolon in it. This is the variable declarations. A is the nothing but variable names, constant. Okay, constant, not constant, it can change. Okay, and it's a constant, not constant, it's a what is it, it's a identifiers. Okay, and if I run it, if it should not give any errors, I run it, it does not give any errors. uh, let's execute successfully. And we should not use any symbol. If I use any symbols, it should give a error, because identifier does not contain any special characters. But I give here underscores, it should give successfully run, and it successfully runs. Okay, and when we assign some value on these variables, on these containers, on this storage, so what we have to do, put the name of the variables and give a assignment operators and a step and give a variables value. Here we declare this is the integer data type, so we have to give a integer variables value. Okay, and if we run it, it should not give any errors. So run it, it does not give any errors. And if I want to display this value, I should use printf. So in this printf, for in printing integer data type, I should use this control strings. For this in control strings, all of these integers, that is %d, long is %ld, character is %c, float is %f, and all of these data types we have all control strings, we should use this. And so this is integer data type, so I have to put here %d, and this is for integer, and we have to give a comma and write a variable names. I have a variable name this underscore a, and terminate this with semicolons and run it, build and run. Okay, it's successfully run and it's display 2. Now if I want to print some characters, so put here char and give a name of this and equals, and put here some x and terminate it and display. If you want to display with one printf, so what is the what is the identifier, what is the control statement of the characters, that is %c, and I have to provide here %c. If I put here space, so printing with a space, and we have to provide another variable names, that is for b. Okay, now print it, now compile it, so build and run. Look at this, 2 is the integer and x is the characters. Okay, you can provide any floating points also, you can print also any float, so float and suppose c is the variable names, and we provide here c equals to 2.3, and for this printing we have to use %f, and we have to provide here a variable names, that is c. Okay, now printing it, shortcut key is F9, so I printed 2.3300, it's the floating point, so it's printed. And if you want to print in this way, suppose you declare a variables int d equals 5 and you want to print it, it's also printed, it's also not give any errors. Okay, this is the right way also. So here also data type is variable name is d, and we should run it. F9 is a shortcut key and it's run successfully. Okay, so you can try with another data types, another value, and if you have any problems you can ask me using through comment, and I will definitely reply you. Okay, and like, subscribe and press the bell icons and comment and share with your friends. I will be made easy. It will be easy to you. Okay, if you continuously watch my programs and my video, I definitely quickly uh, into these tutorials, and I'll I'll upload some tricky programs, and you will be love it. Okay, so thank you, bye.